Shalom, shalom. My name is Yamar Yasharala. Back out here, try to week in and week out, try to get out here to give you prophecies of the scriptures and what's taking place in these latter days, and to help do my part in bringing in the elect and doing what Yahweh Shai has told us and has told us from our prophets on down, to come out here and prophesy the word. Before I begin, I'd like to say, Kol halayim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Badash, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai. The water again for allowing me to come out here, Abarak Dazah, to prophesy and give these words and praise your name, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, which is worthy of being praised. I'd like to say Shalom to the men of GMS, to all the heads, the bishops, the prophets, the teachers, the leaders, who I learned this 100% truth from. Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the Akim and Akwav. Shalom to the speckled bird. And we're going to get straight into it. And today is about the elect. The elect, the elect, the elect, the elect. So I got some scriptures together. And Abarak Wazah, hopefully you'll be edified. Let's get straight into it. It's 1 Corinthians 15 and 52, and it reads, "In a moment and in a twinkle of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must be put on immortal." So in these last days, when the MOTB hits, and it's become worldwide, and we get into World War III, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is going to come with the angels and the chariots, and they're going to be beaming us up. Salakia, hopeful elect, they're going to be beaming the elect up. Myself, I try to pray to be, I can be part of the hopeful elect. But they're going to be beaming us up. Salakia. And in beaming us up, our bodies are going to be changed from mortal to immortal. And once everything is burnt down and burnt up, and Yahweh Shai has done what he's supposed to do, he's going to put us back on the earth, and we're going to go and hunt and find the ones that's been hiding underground and such and so, and put them in slavery, and have them automatically start rebuilding our kingdom, which is the new kingdom of heaven. That's real right there. So Isaiah 14 and 1, and it reads, "For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Yasha'Allah, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Yasharallah shall possess them, in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and shall rule over their oppressors." So this is what the men of the Lord come out here week in and week out, day in and day out, to prophesy, to have a place, to be a part of that special elect, to hunt and bring down and put these people, these Gentiles and these Edomites into slavery, and have them work for us. And that's as the best I can break down what the scripture is saying as far as what's supposed to happen. Let's get Ephesians. Which is a place in Italy, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that Paul went to teach the Hellenized Jews who they really were in Ephesians. It's Ephesians 1 and 4, and it reads, "According as he hath chosen us before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love. The elect are pre-chosen to do what they're supposed to do. It reads in the scripture, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh says, I knew thee before I formed thee in the belly. And this is also for the elect, who won't know until it's time for them to know. And there's things, even though the men of GMS teach 100% truth, which they do have, and which we do try to come out here to preach, there's certain things that the Lord keeps to himself that will be revealed when it's time to be revealed. This is Ephesians 2. Wherefore remember that ye, being in the time past Gentiles in the flesh, who were called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands, that at that time ye were without a Mashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Yashar'Allah, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without thy power in the world. But now, a Mashiach Yahushai, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of the Mashiach. For he is our peace, who have made both one and have broken down the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinance, for to make it himself of twain one new man, so making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto thy power in one body by the cross, having slain enmity thereby, and came and preached peace to you which were afar off, and to them that were nigh. For though him we both have access to one spirit of Abba. Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints, and of the house of thy power, and are built upon the foundation of apostles and prophets, Yahushua Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone. That was some major meat in those scriptures. That was heavy in those scriptures. I mean, the chief cornerstone is Yahushua. It don't get no better than that. For him going on the cross and dying and becoming entwined, to intertwine us, the mediator, you can say, between us and Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, our power, to bring us back. That's a beautiful thing. That Yahushua sent Paul to bring back the ones that was not in the fold back into the fold. That shows you how much your Lord, your God, your power loves you. Let's get 1 Timothy. First Timothy 2 and 5, and it reads, for there is one power and one mediator between thy power and men, the man Mashiach Yahushua, who gave himself a ransom for all of Israel, to be testified in due time. Jude 1 and 6. Now Jude and Obadiah are the only two books who have one chapter that has a lot of meat inside of it. But Jude was also Yahushua, who we ignorantly call Jesus Christ, his biological brother. And it reads, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Let's get Psalms. Freaking nose, man. This weather, I don't know what Esau doing out here in this weather, man, but it's really screwing people up, man. Got me and my family in the house messed up, man. This is Psalms 82, 6, and it reads, I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O power, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. This is the elect. The elect shall inherit all nations, and rule over them. It's Revelation 7 and 4. And it reads, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Yashar'Allah. Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Nephilim was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000. And of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robe, and psalms in their hands. This is the elect. That's what Revelation 7 is talking about. It's talking about the elect. 12,000 of each tribe sealed to rule over the world. This is Isaiah 40 and 31. And it reads, they that wait upon thy power, Yahweh, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. This is the power that we're going to get. Shalaki, this is the power that the elect will get when their bodies are changed and they're back on the ground and they're seeking out their captives, their slaves that they rule over or will rule over. It's Isaiah 41 and 15, and it reads, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make them hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shall glory in the Holy One, Yasha'Allah. Get a couple more scriptures, and I'm gonna close it. It's a little windy out here. I don't want to get sick or nothing like that, and then I'm fighting to get back out here next week. But Al-Barakazar, whatever he had me do, it will be done. This is Psalms 149:1, and it reads, "Praise ye Yahweh. Sing unto Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Yasha'Allah rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in a dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the tremble and harp. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify and meet with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds." Zechariah 13:8, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, and shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, The Lord Yahweh is my power." That scripture is a famous scripture that the camps use to identify the 2/3 versus the 1/3. The 2/3 are the 2/3 of people, which is Israel, the Native American, the Spanish, and the Negro, who will die here in America. And the 1/3 that he saved will be the elect. That Revelation 7 that I read, that's what he's talking about, the 1/3. And they will bring back, through sex, they will bring back Israel, the 2/3. Well, when I can be as plain as I can, and be straight to the point as I can. This is Proverbs 13:13, and it reads, "Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed," 2/3. "But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of transgression is hard. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth upon his folly. A wicked messenger falleth into mischief, but a faithful ambassador is health." One more scripture, and I'm going to shut it down. Get out of this wind, out of this cold. I'm out here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and in general, Georgia's weather, it fluctuates. Sometimes it's hot when it's supposed to be cold, and sometimes it's cold when it's supposed to be, sometimes it's raining when it's supposed to be warm. But my last scripture, let's get 2nd Esdras 9:7. Second Esdras 9:7, and it reads, "And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape from his works, and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from said perils, and shall see my salvation in my hand, and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning." which we also talked about, we read earlier, about him knowing in